he delivered a speech called Beyond Vietnam. And in it he says, when the issues at hand seem as perplexed as they often do, in the case of dreadful human conflict, we are always on the verge of being mesmerized by uncertainty, but we must move on. When those question me about joining the voices of dissent, their questions suggest that they do not know which world they live in. And I love that quote because it's so relevant. So when people say, why would I vote green? Third party's not going to win. I'm for Obama. Then you don't know the world you're living in. You're living in a fantasy. And fantasies can be nice. I like to take a break once in a while and watch whatever my reality shows and have my fantasy life that I do to stay sane in this madness. But fantasies, people wake up from them and they're often really bad nightmares. And that's what we've woken up to. We have to remember that we have to decide what kind of world we want to live in, what kind of world we want to leave for our children. I always think about ancestors, right? I think about Africans who were stolen from the stolen by European colonizers, brought to the Americas, and I think about them enslaved. What gave them the ability to literally break the chains? What gave Harriet the ability to run and come back? What gave Ida B. Wells the ability to start the anti-lynching movement? What gave Cesar Chavez and the grapefruit workers boycott the ability to sustain a boycott for over 3 years? What gives young people in this day and age with the military, police, and the lack of jobs the ability to move forward? Because at the end of the day, we have principles and values. We have ethics and morals. We know the kind of world we could live in if this country would govern in a way that is responsive to the people's needs. And that's the kind of world I'm trying to live in. I don't know what kind of mistakes I'm going to make in this next 50 days of the campaign. I don't know what mistakes I'll make in the future, but I know that the best decision I made in these last couple of years was to say yes to Cynthia McKinney and that Green Party nomination. Because I always believe that we have always been about yes we can. That's the Black and Latino model in the hood. We can do whatever we want. We can do it with no money, and we're going to have a party with $3, and we're going to grab our message out even if the state doesn't like it. Yes, we have always been about yes we can. I think now we have to transition what we will do, as opposed to yes we can, we will do. And I think that's what we have to remember. So I feel for the first time I have a choice. I actually have a choice to vote for my principles and values. That everywhere the Green Party is achieving ballot status, we went from 25 states to 32 in less than 2 weeks. With all the forces trying to stop